Welcome to another Ariaswave live stream. Now, today we're going to talk about what the hell is going on in the world, right? What is all this all about? Welcome, Reina Vedros. Yeah, that's my daughter, by the way, in case you don't know. She always likes to change her name. She's an artist. Johnny P, welcome, Johnny P. Ecolai, what's up, guys? Illuminati meeting. Yeah, it's all about the agendas and the narratives. We want to understand what's happening in the world today. I called it the Klaus Schwab. Okay, so if you don't know who Klaus Schwab is, just look up the World Economic Forum because apparently we're all going to be living in a world where we own nothing. We don't own anything, but yet we will be happy. Okay, so if you don't want to own anything and be happy, well, welcome to the club. We're here. We're going to talk about it. So let's just get a few more people into the live stream before we start talking about some things that I have up my sleeve that might interest you. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how many people believe in conspiracy theories or conspiracy realism, right? Because there's both, right? Conspiracy theorists are basically those who think that you're just crazy, or there are conspiracy realists who actually, well, we have the bloody facts to back us up, but you're too blind to see or care because you just want to live your life in your little bubble, and you know what does it matter to you anyway? But as we're seeing in today's world, well, that's getting a little bit too close to home because those little conspiracy theorists are becoming a little bit of a conspiracy realization of what the freak we're living in today's society. So how do we attribute this to the waves? Okay. Now, how can we make this all fit together with the waves? It's probably a question that is on everybody's mind. Well, it's damn well on my mind. So why wouldn't it be on your mind? Okay. Now let's be real here, right? Uh, we are living in a time where literally you're being stripped of all your privacy, your rights. You're most likely living in a police state where everything is kind of like heading towards uh, Mr. What's his name again? George Orwell, 1984, dystopia world where, you know what, the mark of the beast is here. It's ready for you. It's ready for you to take a jab in the arm, full of nanobots and technologies that will eventually lead to your demise. Not necessarily to that point. So, therefore, in saying such a thing, I have to remind you of a few things. I am not a financial advisor. This is only for entertainment purposes. I am only offering you my opinion based on a whole bunch of information that I have collaborated, corroborated, and studied. And I have references to people who actually talk about this extensively. Now, my job here is to how do I relate this to the waves? Now, if you are aware of how the waves work, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you've seen how I can predict XLM making some pretty decent gains right now, or Bitcoin, or Dow Jones. or whatever it is, right? The point is that there is a reason for all this price action, right? And if you don't question why, then you're just part of the herd. You're just part of those individuals who basically just take it for whatever the mainstream media wants you to believe, face value. I mean, come on, people. Do we all sit in front of the idiot box and believe everything that is shoved down our throats? Or do we actually maybe question why these things are happening? Now, 2 years ago, if I told you that, well, soon you'll be wearing a mask every day, and perhaps you'll be taking a vaccine, and the whole world or the whole mainstream media is going to be telling you that you should be taking that vaccine. Now, how would you react to that? You'd probably say, "Oh, you know what? I think you're full of shit. I think you're crazy out of your freaking mind." Right? Now, fast forward a couple of years, and this is literally what we're living in today, right? Now, I have mentioned James Corbett, so I don't know if you have listened to me, whether you have gone ahead and done your research, and here we are today talking again all about this sort of stuff. Have you even bothered to look into any of these things? Right? Now, that being said, I'm just going to have a quick look at the pop out here, the pop chat here. Now, we have Ecolai. You have a friendly ghost in the background. Yes, it's probably my daughter. Welcome, Matthew Fraser. I wish I would have seen your message. You are always full of insight. Adrian E. Holmes, the Elite Cabal. Oh, we're about to get into that. Ooh, I'm ready. Let's just get one step ahead of the Fed and make a ton of money. Well, you know that we're all about that. We are going to make money, no doubt. Okay, but this particular, and by the way, we're going to touch on the exact wave count on XLM. The exact. I have it already. I spoke to Joshua before, and Joshua's a member, and he just needed a few pointers. And you know that, you know, I'm talking to Matthew here or any other any of my members, right? Joshua, he just needed a few pointers, but I spent a whole hour just before explaining to him a few things, but I also gave him the latest count. Now, nobody's seen that yet, apart from Joshua. So he's in the know. Don't worry, we'll get there. Ecolai says, now, Ecolai, I need to ask you, Mr. Ecolai, are you a member? Are you? Look, the only reason I ask you is because I was starting to do the whole yearly subscription thing, like 1,000 US per year. But until the 14th of September, I'm going to offer 999 USD lifetime access. Now, you're going to get insights all the time. We have a community. We have a growing community of Ariaswave analysts who are going to basically be giving you constant updates on everything on a daily basis, almost a daily basis. It's going to get far more than daily. It's going to be more. It's going to get crazy, right? But if you're not a part of that, now is your chance, because once we hit the top of this B wave, I'm going to watch people melt down. You will have to either hold, hodl in hope of higher prices, or you are going to experience a crash in cryptos that will literally obliterate any kind of money that you had in cryptos. Anything that you've made in cryptos since March 2020 is going to be gone. Right? So if you really want to understand what Ariaswave is about, you need to get in the know, understand exactly what the hell we're doing here. Because this is a game, right? It's a game. I got you in on this trade, right? I got you in on this trade, right? We're going to hit the highs. Right? I got you in on this trade, but does that mean that you're going to keep holding at the highs? Because if you do that, you're going to lose everything. And then maybe you might consider learning Ariaswave. Until then, hey, enjoy the ride up, because it may be the last ride up you get. Especially if you're like some of these people who think that this thing is going to keep going up and up and up and up. It ain't going to happen. Arnica, sorry about that. So the point is, do it to your own detriment. That's all I'm saying. Now, Gregorino keeps banging on about precious metals. Gold and silver in particular, is being undervalued for decades by the Rockefellers. Okay, now, regardless of any kind of manipulation, right? I've made it abundantly clear that we need to see another move down in precious metals, right? What is happening in gold right now is only just getting warmed up. Gold is going to go down to $1,000, approximately $1,000. Okay. Every chart has its own pattern. I don't give a shit if it's against the US dollar, right? And if you go back and analyze the gold relationship between the US dollar, you're never going to find an inverse relationship exactly like a mirror image like you do like when you look at the euro versus the USD, right? It's not going to happen. Okay. What you're going to see is something different. Now, it's all to do with the patterns. Ariaswave teaches you those patterns. Right now, even if you don't even give a shit about Ariaswave, right? The fact is that the pattern since the highs is getting ready for a drop. Done. Silver, same thing, right? That recent move in silver last year, or early this year, last year, whatever, It's a fake out wave E of a zigzag moving lower, right? The B wave ended up there. That thing's going to tank. So if you're the kind of person who wants to load up, yeah, sure, load up. Because what's coming later is going to be pretty good. It's going to be a pretty good move, even in gold and silver. But why would you buy when it's going to drop significantly, 50% or more? Why would you buy it then? Right? Now, if you're a hodler, once again, I use the word hodl because even if you're a freaking crypto hodler, you can buy crypto now. Even if it goes down 90%, so what? Cryptos do that, whatever. But don't you realize that if you stable coin it now, wait until you get that drop, buy, you could own literally more than double, probably like 10 times what you own now, and then wait for it to go up. But that's not even the end of it. There's going to be like 4 opportunities to 4x, 10x your portfolio in the course of this correction, which it's not even halfway. Why the hell do you think that's a good idea? You shouldn't even be watching this video. You should be watching the HODL channel, right? At least the HODL channel might try to give you some strippers, or maybe even make a chart look like a boob and a vagina for you to watch, because there's nothing else happening apart from nothing, right? You're going to go down and you're going to go up. But if you don't sell it at the top, who cares? Who cares if you're a hodler, right? I like to talk to people who like to sell at the highs and buy at the lows. So if you're a freaking hodler, get the fuck out of my channel, right? You're a useless son of a bitch who has no idea about the waves. Right? You have no idea. Right? Keep the shit away from my channel. Right? I'm only talking to people who want to buy low, sell high. That's all. And we ain't even getting started yet in this conversation. Okay? I'm just trying to make a damn point. Now, I know Matthew Fraser believes in the waves. He's a member, etc. But I just need to make that point because a lot of people keep asking the stupid question, oh, but Michael said that we're going to $160. What happened to that, Michael? Well, yeah, we are going there, probably further than that. But we're not going there in a straight line, you dumbass. And the point is that, yeah, I could use clickbait to say that. But that's as far as it goes for your stupid ass brain. You're just going to say, oh, he said 160. I'm going to follow him. And if it doesn't work out, I'm just going to look for another magic poop cannon to try and get me on the right side of the trade. And that idiot is most likely doing the same damn thing that everybody else is doing. Right? So who bloody cares? It's not about price target. It's about percentage gains based on your capital level right now, right? Using a predefined method of analysis. Simple as that. There is nothing more to add to that side of the argument. Anything else is like, I want to get rich quick. It's a get rich quick scheme, because I've heard of crypto millionaires. I've heard of, excuse me, Olivia. Sorry about that. So anyway, all right, Bitcoin is the new gold. Bullshit. Bullshit. Now, you can diversify, but in terms of percentage gain, it doesn't stand a chance. And I'll tell you why. The reason is because the world is based on technology, right? Gold is a relic of the past. Now, I'm not saying gold's not going to appreciate in value. Maybe it goes to 50 grand. Wow. But you still got to know how to trade it. All right. You could tell me gold is going to 50 grand, but are you buying it now or when it drops to $1,000? It doesn't matter what you trade. It really does matter when you buy it, right? Whether it's cryptos, gold, silver, or even your mum's granny flat, right? It doesn't matter what it is. If it's not at the right price, you're probably going to lose money, right? Now, your mum's granny flat, at least, you can live there and stuff. But when it comes to these digital assets, go to the shop and try to buy something with gold, right? Man, these days, even if you pull out a $50 note, they got the little light trying to look at the little, insignias on the note. Oh, they're trying to figure out if this shit's counterfeit. Imagine if you took a block of gold to the shop there and try to buy something with it. They're going to have a whole new department just to see if your gold is real. I mean, come on. Now, if you have the kind of gold where you're not taking delivery and it's based on, the production, you have a stake in the gold, like the Perth Mint, for example, where you can, what do you call it? It's like, it's not the kind that you get delivered, right? But at the same time, you can't use that. If you really needed it, you can't use it, right? Whereas if you have a digital currency, you can convert it to whatever the hell people take. These people take Bitcoin, just convert some shit to Bitcoin. If they take Monero, what kind of dodgy business are you running here? You don't want to track my bloody transaction? Fine. Right? Or whatever. Maybe they like Litecoin because their brother told them to run their business on Litecoin. I mean, who freaking cares, right? It's got nothing to do with anything. The whole point is it's easy to use. How many people do you know that have a smartphone? Everybody has a damn smartphone. Whatever you do, like if I wanted to, go to the corner and some chick wants to offer me some services, I say, well, what do you take? You take some Monero, or you take some Bitcoin. Well, what do you want? Yeah, let me convert it for you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's selling hot dogs, right? Or maybe she wants a hot dog. I don't know. Maybe I'm selling hot dog. Look, the point is that the digital is the way of the world. Okay. So forget about the damn gold, right? That's nice. The point is that you can use digital money now, right now. So that's where it's going. Okay. So enough about that bullshit. Let's talk about where this is all going. Okay. Now, it's not easy to talk about the agendas, right? The agendas are all about, okay, how do we get everybody to submit to the government? Okay. Now, at this point in time, they've convinced you to wear a mask. Okay, fine. I'll wear a mask. Okay. So they've also convinced you to social distance. They've convinced you to get a vaccine, right? And then, they've also convinced you that, this is a good time to buy property, right? Buy a house. Hey, get a loan. The interest rates are pretty low. Why not get a loan? Sure, right? Mind you, the loan is far more than you can afford, especially if interest rates go up. Okay. So, what happens when interest rates go up? Right. Now, I've mentioned this many times before. Interest rates are at a 5,000-year low. So what does that tell you? Think about it. In 2007 and 8, they were giving loans. Sorry, excuse me for a sec. Right, sorry about that. So interest rates are at a 5,000-year low. Right. So at this point in time, how can I explain this? It's a trap. Okay. I don't want to beat around the bush. It's a fucking trap. Okay. Now, why is it a trap? Okay. Because watch the video that George Gammon put out recently, right? How the elite plan to own your property, right? I'm just, don't shoot the messenger, okay? George Gammon lays it out beautifully. Okay, I'm just a wave guy. I know how to read waves. But when you listen to what he says, there is no escaping what they're trying to do. So the way that I see it is that they are purposefully setting up the system so that everybody is all in when it comes to the property market, right? Low interest rates, people bidding up prices like you have never seen in your life or in history, right? They want you all in. Why? Because there's going to come a point in time where this whole thing is going to reverse to the upside in terms of interest rates, right? Now, we're looking at a communist future. So what they're going to do is, instead of you losing out completely, they are going to offer you a deal that you can't refuse, right? And it's going to be much better than what awaits you if you don't take the deal. It's the same thing like if someone's trying to build a fucking freeway for your house and they offer you money, right? You're going to say like, okay, fine. I don't like it, but hey, give me the money, right? But this is going to be so global that it's going to be, and obviously it's global, right? This is a global catastrophe that's going on here, right? So there's going to come a point in time where they're going to say, look, you're about to go down. Your livelihood is about to be flushed down a toilet, right? And if you own multiple properties, forget about it. You're screwed, all right? Because not only our price is going to go down, it's just going to be a bloodbath. But the government is willing to pay you what you have been appraised before the, what happened after the fact, right? So what are you going to do? Are you just going to say, nah, fuck you, I want my property? No, you're going to take the deal, most likely, right? It's a psychological thing. First, it started off with the masks, then it came the lockdown, and I'm sure there's going to be a few more other things they're going to do to you, right? Rolling lockdowns, vaccination, mandatory jabs, all that kind of stuff, right? There's going to come a point in time where the financial system needs to be reset in there for the benefit of the elites, right? So they're going to pay, instead of paying pennies on a dollar on a default, they're going to try and give you something. They're going to try and give you something that is not really going to throw you off that badly. And you're going to say, okay, right? Because you would rather have something than nothing, right? That's why they are pumping the system up the way that you see it today, right? It's a fucking illusion, right? Am I allowed to say that here? Yes, it's a fucking illusion. If you think that this shit is real, You are living in fantasy land. It's a fucking illusion, right? And it's all because they want to own everything. It's part of the 2030 agenda. If you don't know what that is, do your freaking research. Watch Edge of Wonder. Good channel. Alex Jones. Gregory Mannarino. Milton Friedman. Mike Maloney. You know, like, what's that other guy? Can't remember his name. But it's basically a fucking trap, right? They're trying to get everybody so hyped up, but they're gonna lose. The casino always wins, right? Have you ever been to a casino where you win? You beat the house. You beat the shit out of them. You walk out there a millionaire and you leave the casino broke. All right. Ecolai says, don't think interests will go up. Better to print and roll money with inflation to devaluate debt. Everybody wins. Japanese style. All right. Now, the problem there is that interest rates are driven by human behavior. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about human behavior as in, hey, I'm a human. I can manipulate the price of interest rates forever. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you remember what happened when they tried to peg the Swiss franc in 2015? Do you remember what happened then? They pegged it. But suddenly they unpegged it. What happened? You had one of the biggest fucking moves I've ever seen in foreign exchange, ever. Ever. Right? And interestingly enough, every part of that move was in line with the waves. Okay? So maybe potentially you could be right. Maybe they will peg the yield curve for a period of time, right? But for some strange reason, nature takes its course. And once that pattern completes, it's fucking game over. It's fucking game over. It's a trap. It's a fucking trap. If you can't see that, that means that you are invested, right? Now, the problem with being invested is that you're going to try to find every fucking reason to go against the worst case scenario. Okay. It's the truth. You're in denial. You're in denial. Right? Now, if I would have said that to you 5 years ago, you laugh at me. Take a look at what's happening in the world today. Right? Tell me that Nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. It's called cognitive bias. Okay? Cognitive bias. You believe whatever you want to believe. Okay? Whenever I trade the markets, I don't give a shit what I believe. The waves tell me what to do. Right? XLM moving up. Was it because I like XLM? Was it because I have a soft spot for XLM? Was it because I got a hard on when I heard the word XLM? No. It's because the waves of human psychology are predictable since the beginning of time. That's what people don't understand, right? I can show you a chart right now, right? And you know what? I'm going to fucking do it. And I know I'm swearing a lot. Apologies, because this is something that I'm extremely passionate about. And it boils my freaking blood to think that people think that we are not repeating the mistakes of the past. We are literally repeating the mistakes of the past, except this time it's a turning point that's going to fuck everything up for all those people who think that they are going to get away with it. It's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. Okay. It really does my head in. And people are just so fucking gullible that they really need a hammer to the head to understand how life works, right? You cannot fathom what is really going on unless you have a proven methodology that explains to you exactly why you're so fucking wrong. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I hate to say it. I fucking hate to say it, right? But let me show you this. Okay? Yeah, you damn right I'm passionate today. You know what? I'm not just passionate today. I'm always passionate. Who the hell do you think created Ariaswave? All right, here we go. Check it out. What is this chart? Go ahead and have a look at this chart. Okay. I don't normally share this. Okay. Now, I made you wait a good amount of time to see this. Okay. Now, try and fathom what this is before I talk. Right. Now, what I'm going to do is take a screenshot of this. All right. Now, you know, my background is in IT. So To me, I manipulate shit like you just don't understand it. All right. So here we have the same copy of the chart. Now, but this one I can actually draw on. Okay. So are you still with me here? Come on. Hit the freaking like button. Right. And put a 1 in the chat and I'll explain this chart for you. Okay? Do it. Go ahead. Hit the like button. Put a 1 in the chat. And I'll explain what this chart means. Hey, I got all day, so. All right. Look, this is the bond yield chart. Okay. What is the bond yield chart? The bond yield chart represents interest rates. Since, let me mark it out for you right here. Right? See this here? Since the year 1150 AD. Okay. Now you tell me how many freaking years ago that was. 1,000, give or take. 128 years or some shit. Right. But the point is that we are at a 5,000-year low in interest rates. Now, mind you, this chart ended in 2012, and we all know that it went lower. Okay. But get this, right? Okay, get this, right? Here we have an A wave, right? So that's from 1150 AD down to 1344. Venice. So we went from Italian cities to Venice. Okay, cool, no problem. But then we saw a 3-wave move up. A wave. Okay. Now, sometimes A waves, zigzags, can be pretty straightforward. Okay. But then we had this B wave. Now, this is where shit gets serious. Right? So from 1440 AD, we had A wave in brackets A, B, C, D, E. Right. So what the hell? This is a C wave. Come on. It's a B wave. Right? It only took since 1440 to what, 2021? Right? How many years is that? Is anybody going to tell me how many years is that? Come on. Somebody add them up. I mean, surely you guys have calculators. I mean, my Windows 10 machine, I just upgraded from Windows XP. I had DOS before that, but uh, I'm still new to Windows 10. I'm kidding. All right, look. The point is that since the year 1440 AD, we've been in a B wave. Okay. So what happens after we complete the B wave? 581. Damn, we have some mathematicians in here, right? So what the hell comes after a B wave? Shh. It's a freaking C wave. Now we're talking about interest rates. We're not talking about the Dow Jones. Fuck the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones makes that shit doubles every 2 years, right? Not exactly, but this is interest rates, right? So what happens after we hit the low, which by the way, I do track TNX. I will make another video soon on the 10-year bond yield, right? Now, this is something I really need to talk about, right? For anybody that thinks that the Federal Reserve Bank is in control of interest rates, you're fucking dreaming. The Federal Reserve Bank does not control interest rates. That's what they want you to believe, just like all the other bullshit they put in the news. Corona, Delta, Lambda, ultimate Corona, ultimate fatality, triple double combo, ultra combo. I mean, come on, man. Like, look at the fucking chart. It's just lines on the chart. Well, suddenly we have this boogeyman bullshit, right? Like literally bullshit, just because they can lock you down, just because they can make you go buy alcohol because you're bored, doesn't mean shit, right? Doesn't mean shit. The point is, we are at the bottom of a B wave, right? Now, if you happen to have an agenda where they were trying to own everything, when would be the best time to do that? When the interest rates are at the lowest, right? Have you ever looked at the news and they try to say, or they try to have all these stories where, oh, 21-year-old guy has 14 properties, or how this man managed to get 39 properties. Oh my God, I can do the same. Meanwhile, the guy down the road trying to get a fucking loan with the fucking 100 grand deposit can't do shit. He can't even get a fucking loan. Huh? Where the fuck are you loan? Trying to get a fucking loan. It's done on purpose, right? The mainstream media wants you to think that it's easy, but it's not. They purposefully make people get FOMO. FOMO is the key. FOMO. FOMO. You know, I live in Melbourne, right? And these are like, I work for the council. I work for City of Melbourne, right? And the most stupidest thing that I found is they actually had a FOMO campaign. Yeah, the campaign was called FOMO. I'm thinking, are these people really that fucked? Or are they part of an agenda to make people feel like they're going to miss out? Gotta be fucking kidding me. Of course, they want people to feel like they're missing out. Why? Because at the lowest point of this chart is where money is the cheapest, right? Go back to 1981. Try to do a FOMO campaign in 1981. I tell you get fucked. Let's say what? FOMO? I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna get a fucking base. I'm gonna get a Louisville slugger and I'll fucking fuck you up. FOMO. Fear of what? Debt? Fear of 21% interest rates? Man, fuck your interest rate. Take it up your ass. All right. But down here, where it's 0% or almost 0%, oh, we have a FOMO campaign. Yeah. Yeah. That's why the house prices are going up. And the same shit happened in 2008. Do your research. Watch the Corbett report. Watch, if you like 9/11, watch the NIST report, the NIST review of the NIST report. Man, you're gonna find out some shit. It'd be driving you off the wall. You're gonna see how corrupt this world is. All right. The rich are filthy as fuck. The poor, the poor are they're right down here. Right. I'm gonna change the color right now. The poor are here. They want to be rich, but this is a fucking bear trap. See this. See this. These motherfuckers, they're gonna put their little pink pussy foot. Wait, it was meant to be pink. Hang on. They're gonna put their pink pussy foot in here, and that shit's gonna be ripped off, right? Because they want you to fail. Because it's all a part of the communist plan, right? To get you into debt, and then they're gonna rip the fucking face off you. Call me crazy. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my own opinion, but they want you to go all in, and then they're gonna fuck you up. Okay? No shit. No shit. I'm not shitting you. Okay? Now, how do you get out of this shit? How? How? How do you get out of this system? Okay, I'll give you one pointer. All right. Okay, now let's get rid of that bullshit. you know, let's get rid of the you know, everything's going to hell. Yes, we all know that now. I don't want to pay attention to it, but I know that it's coming. But you know what? I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to support my kid. I just want to be normal, right? I don't care what you say. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just want to live my life. I don't care about what's happening in the world. Okay? That's just me. Okay? And stop treating me like I'm below you just because you know all these things. Okay, fine. Sure. I can deal with that. Now, let's look at the chart because fuck everything else. The charts tell us the truth. Okay? Now, let's get down to business. Now, I'm not going to fuck around too much with showing you, I don't know, XLM. Well, we will get to XLM, but you know, before we get to XLM, let's look at the dollar index. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wow. I thought seriously, I thought some people thought the dollar was going to go up. The dollar don't look like it's going up right now. You know what? If you thought the dollar was going up, then you are a patriot. Now, think about this for a sec. Now, mind you, I'm an Australian. I don't live in America. So for me to say you're a patriot, I hope you own a gun. Now, I had a look at this, right? And this is a fucking double top. This is literally a double top, right? And if you don't believe me, watch this, right? Now let's take away all the bullshit, right? Check this out. Check this out, right? Oh, look at that shit. It is a fucking top, right? You want to call me full of shit, right? Fuck you. All right. But if you believe me, I love you. All right. I just hate, I don't like haters. I hate trolls. I will evaporate them, right? Evaporate them. So anyway, looking at DXY, that shit's moving lower. Now, I did tell you that once we break this magenta line, that's it. We're going to make some serious gains in crypto. Okay. So we'll get there. Now, before I go any further and almost end this beautiful, lovely live stream that I've given you guys, because I hope you've enjoyed this. And you know what? I have so much more to say, but my time is very limited right now. Right. And you know me, I don't like to modify my labels. My labels, every single freaking label here has meaning behind it. Right. You remember this one here? Do you remember when I said, oh my God, what is this? This was a CDE pattern. Look at that. CD fucking E pattern. Right. Look at that. That's a beautiful pattern there, right? Because most people would think, Oh, that looks like a zigzag. Yeah, shut up, right? We saw a 5-wave move starting here, and we have a 1, A, B, C, D, E. And I said, this is the Jesus Cup trade. The Jesus, hallelujah, brother. I am not a fucking religious person, but who cares? And I just love to make fun of shit. That's the Jesus Cup trade. And look, that straw got longer and longer. That straw is fit for a king. Okay. That Jesus Cup trade there, man, if I could sip on that straw, I'd be getting golden juice, the juice of the Lords, right? Sorry, I lost my pop out trade. Let's just... Holy shit. That's right. I'm not showing my screen. Damn. All right, fine. Let me show my screen again. I don't know what happened there. The fuck? Sorry, having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Ah, I see what's going on. There we go. Holy shit. What the hell happened there? Man, I did not do that. Anyway. Sorry, where was I? Damn. Look, I'm sorry about that. Let's share this screen. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Sorry, I need a drink for this one. Let me start again. Okay. Anyway, can you see it? Can you see the damn screen? Tell me you can see the damn screen. All right. All right, cool. Look. Now. All right. So let's go back quickly to the DXY. Okay. Now, the DXY, you can see quite clearly that it's topped out. Okay. Now, if you're looking at this right now and you're thinking, well, did that really make a new high? Well, sure, it did. Take my word for it. Okay. Take my word. Don't take my freaking word for it. What are you, crazy? What you do, right, is you zoom this shit. You zoom it up, right? You zoom. Wait, let me get rid of this shit. All right, zoom up. Woo! Okay, keep zooming. Keep zooming. Okay, there you go. That was a new high. Okay. Now, mind you, I can see like a few different candles there, but you know what? Who cares? It's not the point. The point is that we made a new high. Wave E ended, and now we are starting to make that low. We're starting to move down. So what is going to be the confirmation is obviously going to be the break of that magenta line. Okay. Right. Now it's about time, because obviously cryptos are moving up. And I don't know if you know the whole big picture, but the big picture means that we are heading for, Jesus. We are heading for the lows. Okay. We're heading for a low. Now, you know what you recently saw in gold, where gold just went boom down? Well, I'm starting to get the feeling that the US dollar is going to produce a similar pattern. It's just going to go boom, right? And why do I say that? Well, obviously, cryptos have already moved up significantly towards their highs. And because the US dollar hasn't, to me, wave 3 is going to literally just freaking smash down. You're going to get a smackdown here soon. So anyway, whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, so going to the XLM USD chart. Now, you know, I did the Jesus Cup trade. Jesus. All love the Jesus Cup trade. I mean, Jesus Cup trade. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. But look, ever since I put out that idea where we have the Jesus Cup trade, we have seen nothing but move up. Okay. Simple as that. Now, I did have a meeting with Joshua earlier. That's why I labeled this. So if you want to see my official labeling right now on XLM, hey, no problem. I got you covered. Right? Why? Because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Right? Some people don't know shit about waves. So therefore, you can't rely on these idiots who talk shit. Okay. So after we had our, sorry about that. After we had our wave 2, now you know we're wave 2 ended. I've literally mentioned that a million times, right? And by the way, I'm going to have to end this soon. This is probably going to be one of the longest live streams I've ever done. But you know what? I love you guys. You guys are great. So after we had our wave 2, we had a wave 1. Okay. Now what happens after wave 1? You get a 3-wave move down. Done. And then you're looking for a wave B, right? So in terms of wave B, we had a wave A, we have A, B, C, D, E. So now we're looking for C, potentially already done. Looks a bit short, but it could be done. So if that's C, then you have your B. So what comes next? Well, obviously C. So we're going to get C, D, hang on. D, E, and boom. You're going to go straight up wave 3, strongest part of the move, and Bob's your uncle. Okay. There is absolutely nothing I can see here that's going to tell me, oh, I was wrong and this is going to turn down and we're going to lose money and everything's going to hell. Hell no. Right? Hell no. So if you look at it from a longer term perspective, it's pretty obvious that, you know, we just look, remember, this is a C wave of a B wave. So it's almost going to be like a cup pattern, right? it's going to be like a cup pattern. It's like this, right? Cup pattern. Okay. And then your C wave will most likely annihilate the shit out of all the profits that we made. But the point is that you need to get out at the high. Okay. Now that's 80 cents. Okay. So if you got in down the bottom, great. If you got in, at about what, 30 cents, fine. Get out at 80 cents. Get out. Don't fuck around. Get out at 80 cents. Trust me, you will thank me later. But that is not important. The most important part is what comes next. And that's the thing that I try to tell people is, and you know what? That's the one thing that when I first designed Ariaswave, hey, I was just like you once, right? I had no fucking clue what I was doing. But through my persistence and determination and losing a whole bunch of money, I was so obsessed with learning the ins and outs of how they work that I literally found out how they work, and here we are. Okay. Long story short. But the point is that when you get to that point, a new high, yeah, sure. Maybe it might go up a little bit more. Okay. $1.10. $1.10. I don't think it's going to go far. I don't think it's going to go higher than that. Maybe $1.10, whatever. Whatever. But the point is, take your profit off. Wait for a pullback to a certain area, which we don't know where it is yet. I'm not going to tell you where yet. That's coming. You got to stay tuned for that. Okay. But it's going to have a big impact on Bitcoin. Okay. And I don't want to get into that now because it's really beyond the scope of this live stream. But if you don't take profit at the highs, you're going to lose money. Okay. You're going to lose money. I can fucking guarantee you that. Okay. And I do not intend on quitting tomorrow posting videos. So I just want you to be careful, right? Make your profit, take your profit, put it into USDT, USDC, day, whatever the shit hell you want. It doesn't even matter. Okay. I don't predict any of these stable coins collapsing in the next 6 months or 1 year. Okay. So it doesn't freaking matter, right? For those people who worry too much about, oh, USDT is unstable. It's tethers. They're overprinting money, and they've got a lot of investments in. But shut the hell up, right? Just shut the fuck up. Okay. The moment that shit happens, the whole fucking crypto space comes falling down. It ain't gonna happen. All right. So stop being fearful. Just start learning how to fucking trade. That's the most important part. Learn when to buy, when to sell. Okay. Now, for the next 1 month, I'm going to give you the ability to buy my lifetime membership, $9.99 USD XLM. That's it. Send me $9.99. Well, obviously fill out the registration on my ariaswave.com website. Give me 999 USD worth of XLM, and you will be part of the secret Facebook group. We all band together and we all share ideas, right? And not to mention, I am the fucking king. I am the leader of the pack. But that doesn't mean that I don't allow people to share their own ideas. I am there to guide you. Okay. So do yourself a favor, become part of Ariaswave, and at least you won't be a dumbass who keeps losing money hand over fist for no freaking reason at all. Right? Because if that's what you've been doing until now, well, you're going to, chances are that's not going to change. You're going to keep doing that for a long time. And then one day you're going to turn around and you're going to say, shit, I've lost like 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand. But if I only would have paid $1,000, maybe I would have had a chance of having made more money, having learned how the markets work, have ongoing support, and feel part of a community which actually gives a shit about you, and we just love life. I'll leave that shit up to you, man. I really, I ain't got nothing else to say here. I don't even have to post shit anymore. All right. So Telegram, Ariaswave. Twitter, Ariaswave Mentor. Ariaswave.com. And obviously, Ariaswave on YouTube. Apart from that, have a lovely night. And I hope to catch you soon when when we hit those highs, and by God, it's going to feel good. I look forward to it. Have a good night. Peace.